They actually have masons come in and putting all the equipment together and so on. Like the sets and the desks and so on. They may have a desk, but then a big green screen or a bunch of green screens behind them. And then for every sport and for every event or what they want to talk about, they can switch that up while moving the camera and have all sorts of 3D elements. That's what we do. In fact, we actually make the cameras that move as well, which is part of our robotics division.
I was thinking that too. Like it seems to be a little bit newer. The cameras that look like they're floating on a line that go like across the football field. And follow players. That's something that you guys are on top of as well, or
we don't do that yet. Although we are in talks with the guys that make those cameras so that they can get stereoscopic images back to us. Then we can figure out where things are in 3 dimensions and then be able to do that live as well.
There's basically no aspect that is safe from you guys right now.
We've been told that we seem to want to dominate live production, both technology and services. Yes.
What's wrong with that? You attend a lot of trade shows. There's a lot of trade shows for this kind of technology. What are some of the hottest kind of topics now at these trade shows? Because you guys do really well, and the booth is always swarmed.
Oh yeah. Our booth in Las Vegas. We just came back from there. Our booth was 10,000 square feet. We brought 100. It's the Ross City there. Yeah,
I guess so.
And we brought 150 employees. We scanned 5,000 business leads. So it was busy. We even had one of our trucks on the carpet, which is fun too. And
one
a full
one of the five.
Yeah, one of the 5 production trucks, and as well as a full augmented reality studio with shows going every half an hour and things like that.
That's awesome.
It was quite theatrical. So the sort of things we're talking about a lot. There's so many different directions. One of them is 4K video. The UHD ultra high definition. The broadcasters right now and other companies are trying to create content for those beautiful TV screens because people who bought them realize that they're mostly watching HD that's up converted. And so we're deep into creating the technology to make that happen because it's actually quite expensive to make.
So
make
not a lot of cameras are capturing it.
And even the ones that can capture it are actually only giving HD out right now because a lot of the equipment can't process it yet. It's that new for the control rooms. But you never know where it's going to come from. Certainly, we see it. We see it in the stadiums. I think we're going to see that sooner because those huge screens they're demanding. Ultra high def. We also have customers like Yahoo and YouTube, Google, and so on. Those guys are all customers as well. So you never know where they're going to take things.
That's it. Things like Google Earth, I guess, might be something that you can start.
Just YouTube in general, wants to start pushing the bandwidth, things like that. So.
Interesting.
Now you said most of your manufacturing is in Iroquois.
Yep.
Is it? Just thinking out loud to myself, I would think it would be cheaper to buy a plant elsewhere. Would that ever be a thought, or do you enjoy? I know you said that Ross Media is one of the biggest employers now in Ontario, I believe you said.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest employers in Eastern Ontario. Yes,
wonderful.
If not the biggest, I'm not sure.
So is that something that cost wise you find it efficient, or would it be more efficient to have it elsewhere?
Years ago, if you had human beings stuffing resistors into circuit boards, it would have been easier, cheaper to do it someplace else. But now it's all robotic machines. I mean, we have so if we're going to buy the robots, it's the same price as somebody in China buying the robots. And there's not that many people manning those robots, and operating the machines. And even those people are fairly skilled, so they're still not going to be inexpensive people. And then if you go have something in China, then you're flying halfway around the world. You've got time zones, you've got languages, you've got cultures. You need to have managers on both sides. And when we're designing new products, like we'll do it in 3-dimensional CAD and things like that. We'll put it up on a screen and we'll explode the product and look at it from all angles, and the manufacturing people say, well, no, you're going to get a problem with the cable chafing over here. I can't get a screwdriver in over here. How the heck are you going to test this? And so how am I going to do that with some guys in China that don't even speak English? So I think it makes us more competitive to do our manufacturing the way we do it here in Ontario.
Awesome. Wonderful. Good to hear.
We're going to take a quick break and hear from Jen from Foodie Prince now, talk about the Poutine Fest Bon Appetit and the Ontario Culinary Challenge. And one more song from Cody Allen, Rush of Blood, from the album Ignite. And we'll be right back with David Ross in just a moment. All right.
Thanks, guys. This weekend and early next week is chock full of culinary goodness. So let's get started. Well, starting this Friday and running until Sunday is the first St. Albert Cheese Ottawa Poutine Festival. That's right. If you missed the one on Spark Street last week, then be sure to check out this one. Taking place over at the Marion Dewar Plaza at City Hall, this festival has 21 poutiniers from Ottawa, Toronto, and Montreal, serving the best in exotic and traditional poutines. And with a beer garden featuring Broadhead Brewery and root beer for those who are underage, this is a great way to pair a drink with your deep-fried cheesy meal. Now, unfortunately, I've been told that the sign up for the poutine eating contest is closed, but if you believe that you have what it takes to win, you should still check it out on Saturday at 3:45 p.m. and then sign up for next year. I'm not sure if I want to eat that much poutine in such a short amount of time, but I'm still curious to see how the eating contest is run, so I'm going to be there watching. Also, you can join me and my fellow judges, including Chef Kernstein of The Social, Sandy Sharkey from Boom 99.7, Derek Fage from Rogers Ottawa, and of course our head judge, Mayor Jim Watson, on Saturday at 2:30 as we see who has the best traditional and exotic poutine. Doors open at 11 a.m. Friday and Saturday until 9 p.m., and then on Sunday from 11 to 7 p.m. There is no admission fee, although festival goers are encouraged to bring some canned goods for the St. Joe's supper table. You only pay what you order. For vegetarians and those who need gluten-free options, there are several vendors committed to serving these poutines. For more information, go to www.ottawapoutinefest.ca. You can also vote for your favorite poutine there. Help spread the love of the curd using the hashtag #SpreadTheCurd, and under the FAQ section is a list of vendors serving vegetarian and gluten-free poutines. Now, next Tuesday, May 5th, two great culinary events are also taking place. Returning to the Aberdeen Pavilion this year at Lansdowne is Bon Appetit Ottawa. Part fundraiser and part cocktail party, Bon Appetit bills itself as the city's premier charitable gourmet event. Tickets are $85 each, and that includes a $50 tax receipt, and it includes all food and beverages for the night. And as alcohol will be served, only those 19 and older may attend. Nearly 80 vendors will be there, such as popular food trucks like Angry Dragons. I can see over, I think I can see about half a dozen breweries, including Beyond the Pale, Dominion City Brewing, and Bose. And I can also count at least half a dozen wineries. And a number of restaurants and gourmet food shops will be in attendance, including Side Door, Soca, Mama Grazie, Signature from Le Cordon Bleu, The Unrefined Olive, Jacobson's, and many more. You can go to www.bonappetitottawa.ca to purchase your tickets and for more information. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. And now for the second event taking place on Tuesday is the Ontario Culinary Challenge at the NEC, sponsored by Algonquin College. The challenge is part of the Ontario Scene, a festival celebrating the best that Ontario has to offer in culinary arts, music, dance, film, visual and media arts, literature, and theater. For the Culinary Challenge, you can catch all the action right in the front foyer. I'm really excited about this event because it will be an evening in which you can experience some mouth-watering creations from more than a dozen chefs across Ontario as they compete for the top prize of $10,000. Each chef must prepare uniquely Ontario small plates using a selection of 100% local and regional meats, cheeses, fruits, and vegetables. All dishes will be paired with Ontario wines in which you can sample throughout the night. Chefs will also be vying for your vote as they compete fiercely for that top prize. Tickets are $79 each and can be purchased online or at the box office. It starts at 6:30. So go to nac-cna.ca for more information and to purchase your tickets. And that's it for today. Have a great weekend.
I hate a thought cross my mind. And all I need need is some light. I will try to find my way back to you at the end of the night.
All right, thank you so much, Cody Allen and Jen from Foodie Prints, and she'll be judging at the Poutine Fest.
Now I want poutine.
Yeah?
I think they should have split these Poutine Fests up a little bit as well. Maybe get one in the winter. I find...
Well,
I want
it was
more
really
poutine
it
in the
gets
winter.
really, really cold out there. It
Yeah, but poutine will warm you up.
Yeah, but that poutine's cold within 2 minutes. You don't want cold poutine.
Eat it quick.
All right, so we're back with David Ross, and so always expanding. So are you hiring right now?
Yes, we are. I think last year we hired something like 100 people, so
Wow.
it doesn't slow down, I guess. So this year we're hiring. One of the things we're having the hardest time is getting like Java developers and a lot of the programmers and just board engineers and things like that. So
Where would they be? Which location would they be working
they would be
at?
right here in Ottawa in I guess Origa Drive.
Okay.
Now, is there different programs? I know, actually, my college roommate was taking media broadcasting and whatnot, and he found there was only so many spots that you could go for co-ops. Do you do a lot of co-ops for colleges or high schools or anything like that?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We have a lot of engineering co-ops. We draw from like probably about 10 different colleges and universities right now, including Algonquin
great.
and Waterloo and Queens and Carleton and so on. And we also do bring in some high school co-ops in the summertime and as much as we can, really.
Yeah.
I wish I would have known about Ross Video when I started as a software engineer at University of Ottawa.
Yeah.
And didn't know how connected you were with sports, and I could have definitely
Yeah.
continued as a software engineer with
yeah.
the drive to control all your sports.
Well, that's
Well,
it. I
suppose
think
it
some of our younger listeners that hear this are going to be taking you up on some of these offers here.
Well, it's incredible. I mean, some of these guys go to learn broadcast and things like that, and instead of just doing broadcast, a lot of our guys end up teaching other people to do broadcast or setting up, like not just doing the news, but teaching people how to do the news.
Yeah.
And there's people that have brought like 50 or 100 television stations to air. And how many people get to do things like that, or
that's amazing.
go to big sports stadiums and help the teams, do the game day experience.
That's amazing. Would you will you be doing anything with Vice? Do you know
Vice.
the new studio going to be made in Toronto?
They're
News?
doing a whole new new studio.
Yeah, they're
right?
doing start brand new news channel. Yeah.
Now, Vice,
Oh, cool.
will refresh your memory. Do you know Vice started off as a magazine, actually from Ottawa. Now they're doing massive
The
television
future of news.
coverage
Right.
where they go to the sources. Like I remember
It's actual news.
one episode they were in, I believe it was Afghanistan, and they were getting shot at, like right live on show and everything.
Wow.
Actual news, but it's so big that they're doing their own 24-hour
Yeah,
news.
and I can't
cycle,
for the
which is
life of me
amazing.
think of his name right now.
Shane Smith.
Shane Smith, there you go, who's originally from Ottawa that started the magazine. But
So Shane, please buy our stuff.
I think
okay?
they probably are.
But 1/3 of all news in North America is done on Ross equipment.
Wow.
So,
I
remember when we had Kimothy Walker on the show, who was a friend of yours. She mentioned that you were in quite a few countries. Do you know what the country count is that Ross Media touches with?
yeah, Ross Video.
Or Ross Video, sorry.
Yeah, I think the last count was, some of them, it's been a while, so we wouldn't know all of them, but we were able to identify 140 countries that we're in, but we sell to 100 countries every year.
Wow.
So I've got a trip in 2 weeks to
Phenomenal.
Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan, for example, because we're actually already big in Kazakhstan,
Really?
but we need to grow in Uzbekistan. as
You
well.
could need to grow there.
Yeah, why not? That's
is-
amazing.
that's
all right out of Ottawa. That's fantastic.
All right out of
So,
Ottawa.
and
From
then
a kid that's went to Seaway High School. I love
Yeah,
it.
and some great news is that you're going to be on the board of directors for Invest Ottawa. So
Yes,
that's
It's
exciting.
brand new. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
What do you expect to bring to the board of directors? Do you have any idea, some plans to teach these young, growing Ottawa companies?
Well, I think the whole idea is for people who have done it, for sure, to be able to help Invest Ottawa take it to the next level. I think they want to get a lot of different points of view, and Ross is certainly a company who has grown from extremely small to full size with it, and doing that without